What in Moripovich's VH1 certified disaster is this? Because, according to rumors, Mendeecees' DNA will be tested. Yes, the paternity test that was intended to put an end to all of the baby daddy rumors could have been bogus. And who is at the heart of this revelation? Erica Mena, the most popular chaos queen on reality TV. Now, pause and let that marinate. A bogus DNA test, a hidden baby, and an actual VH1 investigation behind the scenes. So, are we filming a fresh season of scandal? Or what? Because if the streets, and by streets, we mean sloppy DMs, anonymous T pages, and a mysteriously deleted IG live, are to be believed, then everything Mendeecees thought he fled may be slithering back with a diaper. And receipts. Is this why he's been so quiet lately? Is this the true reason Erica has been looking smug in her cryptic selfies? Chilly. If you thought the drama between Yandy and Mendeecees was finished, think again. VH1 might need to roll the cameras. Because this isn't just tea. It's a big boiling pot full of DNA fraud, secret infants, and possibly even legal fire. And believe us, it only gets weirder from here. Grab your wigs, popcorn, and perhaps your own DNA test, because this tea is boiling. Apparently, Mendeecees, yes. Mr. Love and Hip Hop. Mr. I Got My Life Together Now is back in the most disorganized state you can imagine. And this time, we're not talking about baby mothers. We talked full-fledged my show plot twist drama. Because word on the street is that his DNA test was forged. Yes, you heard that correctly. Faked. And if that wasn't enough to make your mouth drop, guess who allegedly had a hidden child with his name all over it? Yes, Erica Mena. And now VH1 is supposedly conducting a full-fledged probe. So, how do you transition from reality TV dad to suspected paternity plotline? This isn't simply hot. This is scandalous gumbo. And don't worry, people aren't only drinking this tea. They are simply performing backstrokes in it. So let's break it all down. We have allegations of forgery, behind-the-scenes tantrums, and anonymous whistleblowers, and enough dramatic pauses to make Shonda Rhimes jealous. But first, let us rewind the footage since Mendeecees knows he's no stranger to controversy. Mendeecees himself as a living headline when he first appeared on our screens, from legal issues to crazy confessions, baby mama pandemonium, prison, time his name stays hot, and the entire redemption arc he was weaving after imprisonment. Let's just say the halo could have been photoshopped. Remember the entire scenario with Yandy? How come he forgot to formally marry her? Yes, that was our first clue. This dude knows how to play the game. Then there was the never-ending custody drama, murky business dealings, and of course, his calm, calculated charm, which had some of you fooled. However, this is not like the others. This isn't petty cheating, rumor, or VH1 plot created for ratings. This is paternity fraud on a nationwide scale. And if what's being rumored is even half accurate, we could be seeing one of the ugliest scandals in love and hip-hop history. So supposedly, everything erupted when Erica Mena, who, to be honest, has never been one to keep a secret, began telling close acquaintances that she and Mendeecees had a moment during one of their overlapping filming times. A moment that could have resulted in a secret baby. Most people brushed it aside, saying, "Okay, Erica, sit down." But then came the shocker. The putative baby's DNA matched Mendeecees, or so we thought, because insiders are now suggesting that the DNA test findings were altered, faked, or, get this, entirely invented. One crew member even told an anonymous site that the test didn't come from a lab. It came from the printer, baby WH80. And, y'all, the timelines are messier than a bad girls club reunion. Erica was reportedly she was 3 months pregnant when she and Mendeecees were spotted filming a late-night scene alone in Atlanta. Meanwhile, Yandy was nowhere to be seen. Some say producers promoted chemistry. Others claim there was alcohol involved, and some even claim the hotel doors were closing behind them. We're not saying they did it, but we also aren't saying they didn't. Now, let's talk about the so-called DNA test. Erica allegedly received it as proof in private. Mendeecees realizes it wasn't the father. But when people started excavating, they discovered flaws in the lab's name, incorrect date stamps, and wait for it, a stock photo of the testing area sourced directly from Google. It's not even a legitimate lab photo, you guys. It's just vibes and lies. And get this, Mendeecees was asked about it during a private Love and Hip. According to accounts, the hop mixer in Miami froze. No denial, no outrage, just the same cunning smirk he's known for. One attendee claimed he said, "People always want a piece of me. They can't all have it." What does that even imply, sir? Meanwhile, Yandy, who we all know has been trying to maintain her polished, unconcerned queen persona, was reportedly observed having an angry confrontation on set the same week. The reports arose. According to eyewitnesses, she stormed out, shouting something about playing me on TV again, and Erica was always doing stunts. So we now have behind-the-scenes breakdowns, production assistants ducking for cover, and security guards working double shifts like it's Black Friday at Best Buy, and you'll know when the bloggers catch a whiff that it's over. One gossip page published screenshots of a purported email from VH1 executives ordering all video from that. The show's legal team has been contacted by Erica's lawyer regarding parental rights, according to a leaked message. Twitter is dragging everyone down like a Versace sale at a flea market. One user said, "Mendeecees out here forging DNA tests like it's a group project in high school." Another user wrote, "If Erica's baby starts speaking with a Jersey accent and asking for Yandy skincare brand, I'm logging off permanently." Meanwhile, fans are divided into three camps. Team Mendeecees, who believe he's being set up by clout seekers. Team Erica, who believe he's a liar who got caught up in his own smooth-talking drivel. And Team Yandy, who, well, let's just say, Yandy Hive is in bad shape, and one fan has even launched a GoFundMe page to help her deal with her emotional anguish. But there's more. A production assistant claims to have been present on the night of the claimed DNA disclosure, and they claim to have video footage. Genuine camera footage that was eliminated from the episode because it was too explosive. And if that tape escapes, baby, cancel all your plans because we're watching it like it's the Super Bowl. And hey, this ain't just messy for entertainment's sake. There are genuine. If that test was genuinely manufactured, that's fraud. If someone inside production helped cover it up, that's conspiracy. And if VH1 knew about it and tried to conceal it, that's a whole RICO case waiting to happen. Where does that leave us? Mendeecees is silent on social media. Erica is posting cryptic statements about truth exposing itself. And Yandy is back to advertising hair care products like she's just one DM away from a complete breakdown. And VH1, they're reportedly panicking behind the scenes trying to control the narrative before this turns into a legal bloodbath. And just when you think you've heard it all, Part 2 is about to dive into the full fallout, leak texts, hidden footage, production bribes, and even some reality stars. Apparently, VH1's internal crew was unprepared for the extreme. Erica Mena's off-camera mix allegedly picked up her talking to a buddy, causing mayhem. I quote, "He doesn't even know the baby might not be his." Oh yeah, that clip leaked quickly than a group chat screenshot during a breakup. People weren't just staring at Mendeecees. They were sending him sorrow cards, DNA kits, and a GoFundMe to identify the genuine baby daddy. Then out of nowhere, a leaked text exchange went viral. One apparently shows Mendeecees asking Erica, "Why are you lying about the test? I've already paid for it." And her response was cryptic, "Because the truth destroys everything." Wait, hang on, what? So now, not only are we battling with a suspected phony DNA test, but the insinuation that this whole storyline was purposefully contrived to establish a narrative. Sis, this ain't love and hip-hop. It's giving Scandal a twist of VH1 budget lighting. And remember that so-called special dinner? According to one cast member, they told me to cry more. I said, I don't even know whose baby it is. In the meantime, social media became a battleground, with supporters of Team America claiming to be battling for the truth and supporters of Team Mendeecees claiming he was set up by reality TV villains. And in the middle of this civil war, Yandy Smith is tweeting cryptic stories like "The truth always exposes, ma'am. Blink twice if you know who the father is, since the fans are convinced you do." And then it gets juicier. According to the VH1 grapevine, an internal audit was conducted not by legal, but by the publicity department, because executives apparently wanted to know if the entire baby storyline was contrived to compete with Zeus. Networks escalating pandemonium levels. Apparently, Mona Scott Young even held a team conference about raising the shock value and someone yes, supposedly through Erica's pregnancy and as a narrative possibility, like it's a lap taste. And let's speak about the mysterious DNA technician who allegedly signed off on the test results. It's as if he went into the same reality TV black hole where Carly Red hides. His lab's Yelp site has been destroyed, his Instagram account has been disabled, and LinkedIn has been removed. Some are pointing fingers at a suspicious wire transfer that occurred 3 days earlier at a random clinic in Atlanta, while others are speculating that the technician was paid off by a third party with ties to the franchise. The test results were released. And guess who was seen near the same clinic earlier that week? Rich Dolas. Sir, why are you always conveniently present for everyone's downfall? But wait, just as fans started pulling together, a former production assistant allegedly dropped a bombshell voice note into a gossip blog DM, claiming to have heard Erica rehearsing her lines about the baby's father with the storyline producer. Supposedly says, "I can make Mendeecees cry on cue. He still thinks it is his. Ain't no way." As this all plays out, the cast is on edge. Mendeecees, who was scheduled to shoot a sit-down for the reunion, which was canceled last minute, claiming emotional discomfort. Erica showed they're late and left early. VH1, they're in full damage control mode. Meanwhile, Twitter is running complete investigative threads with maps, timelines, and receipts, as if it were the JFK assassination. And this is where things become serious. Apparently, the H1 legal team has stepped in and insisted that all cast members follow a truth-checking routine for any major statements made on air. That's correct. Now they're attempting to fact-check reality TV. Good luck with it. You're going to need the FBI, the CIA, and Amory Povich's resurrection to sort through this mess. Meanwhile, fans are devouring it like sun. A nurse who used to work at the same facility allegedly uploaded a cryptic Instagram story that has since been deleted that said, quote, "All that glitters ain't paternity. Y'all stars stay trying to manipulate science with." And voila, the internet did what it does best. Within minutes, people begin sifting through the hospital's reviews, looking for any staffer with a problematic background, as if they were running their own episode of Deline. One TikTok user even took a full deep dive. The breakdown connects the dots between Erica's due date, Mendy's travel records, and wait for it, a strange blackout at the DNA clinic the week the test results were released. Of course, there was a blackout. It provides daytime soap. It combines a power outage with a plot twist. Now, to make matters worse, Erica Mena is riding the algorithm like a rodeo queen. Sis is not remaining mute. Oh no, she's out here publishing tales about her baby bump with captions like "The truth always rises." DNA can be falsified. Spirit doesn't lie. Spirit doesn't lie. Girl, what are we doing? A maternity aunt? Are we testing blood or burning sage? One fan said, "Sis, this isn't Euphoria. This is child support court." But wait, it gets deeper because apparently this scandal is so messy that VH1 had to halt production on a few love and hip-hop scenes and bring in a legal consultant to review footage where Mendeecees allegedly said, "Ain't no baby of mine," on camera before the paternity test even dropped. That's correct. Producers are now concerned that if the DNA turns out to be phony, they may be held accountable for publishing incorrect information that could jeopardize a minor's identification. According to an anonymous intern who allegedly overheard a production meeting at a Waffle House because what other ways do transactions go down? The network is in full damage control mode. They are apparently discussing with lawyers to avert a potential slander action involving a baby. Yes, you heard that correctly. Baby defamation will only occur in 2025, y'all. As all of this unfolds, another bomb is being silently prepared in the background because Yandindi Smith has suddenly been extremely quiet. Like the girl who never misses an opportunity to promote her skincare line, podcast, or cry in a confessional is now radio silence. There are no story reposts. There is no passive-aggressive shade in tweets. Do you know what that means? Lawyers are involved. Some speculate that Yandy was aware of the purported cover-up. Some followers even uncovered a 2021 interview footage where she joked, "Mendeecees is so careful with his paperwork. At the time, nobody blinked." Now people are screen recording, sharing, decoding tone and body language like it's the Zapruder film. TikTok users got 3-minute analysis with text overlays, lip reading, and side-by-side astrology charts. You can't make this up. Meanwhile, the Love and Hip Hop cast members are taking sides like it's a reality TV civil war. Scrappy reposted a meme that said, "DNA or not, y'all still trash," while Bambi liked a comment dubbing Erica the Queen. of chaos. Spice apparently DM'd a fan saying, "This is why I keep my business off camera," but then posted a photo of herself next to a lab simply for the trolling aesthetic. Honestly, queen behavior. Here's where it gets really creepy. If the claims are accurate, the paternity, if the test was tampered with, Mendeecees could face serious legal implications. Some experts suggest that altering DNA documents, particularly during a custody or support dispute, might result in penalties, jail time, or even felony fraud charges. Not to mention, whether VH1 knew or assisted any cover-up, we're talking about federal-level litigation for plot purposes, baby. But according to people close to the family, Erica is no longer pursuing child support. Nope. Apparently, she merely wants the truth on paper to indicate that Mendy regards himself as the father, even if he never shows up. And that's the storyline twist nobody saw coming. So why go so far? Why the turmoil, secrecy, deleted footage, and cryptic Instagram quotes? Because in the realm of reality television, clout is valuable. You don't need a check when you've got a trending hashtag, and deceit is now climbing quicker than Erica's speed. People are treating this story like a murder mystery. Reddit threads have been lighted. Facebook indies are praying live. Twitter attorneys cite legislation from 1873, and YouTubers or baby YouTubers are already labeling their videos the falsehood that created love and hip-hop, as well as Mendy's master fraud. How far will men go to reject a baby? Meanwhile, fans are pushing for a complete VH1 audit. They want the network to release the raw footage from the paternity shoot, including the entire unedited exchange between Mendeecees and the lab staff. One change. The org petition has already been touched. 40,000 signatures requesting transparency. Another one is calling on Maury Povich to personally intervene and mediate. As all of this unfolds, there is a rumor in the business that a Netflix due series is already in development. Working title: Who's Your Daddy? The Mendeecees Files. And if that drops, you better believe we'll receive 6 episodes of pure and filtered mess, supplementary interviews with Yandindi, and possibly a spin-off hosted by Ray J. Doso. Now, the question isn't simply whether the baby is his. The question is, how deep does this lie go? Did VH1 know? Did Mendeecees